Hi everybody, it's Style Blueprints Grammar Girl here, Zoe, back with another episode. We're going to talk about 5 commonly misused words that I've been seeing recently. So let's get right down to it. Number 1, anxious. A lot of times people say anxious when they're trying to convey that they're excited or eager. People say, I'm so anxious to meet my new puppy, or I'm so anxious to get to Miami for our trip. You probably mean eager or excited. Hopefully those are the emotions that you're feeling. Anxious is negatively connotated. Make sure that when you say anxious, you really mean that you are facing something with dread or nervousness or thinking about the things that could go wrong. I'm so eager for my week off at Christmas. That's great because it's positive. You would say, I'm so anxious to get the call back from my doctor, because that's negative. Number 2. Infamous. Some people say infamous when they mean very famous, but they're totally different. Infamous means that you're well known for a bad quality or a horrible deed that you've done. So you're wicked or abominable. So if you say that your grandma's pumpkin pie is infamous, I think you really just mean that it's famous, unless there's something grandma's not telling us. An example of when you would say infamous would be Dr. Death, that crazy Dallas doctor who ended up killing or maiming 33 patients. Dr. Death is an infamous doctor. He also has an infamous reputation. Number 3, whose. So this one sounds exactly like whose, the contraction of who is. Written, we need to know the difference. I see so many people writing who's hungry or who's ready for football, when really it's who is hungry, who is ready, right? So if it's who is, you know it has to be a contraction. Whose, one word, is the possessive of a pronoun, and that's used when you're trying to connect something with someone else. So whose sandwich is this? Or whose puppy is that? You wouldn't say who is sandwich is that, or who is puppy is that. So you know it has to be whose, one word. Number 4, and my favorite on this list, anyways. Y'all, anyways is not a word. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I know it's gonna blow some of your minds, but anyways is not a word. It's anyway. So why, you might ask, is it anyway? You're implying that there's a big realm of possibility, but the choice that you make of the different ways is one. It's a singular hypothetical choice. The first way we use anyway is to mean besides. So you would say, anyway, I can't get there in time. Besides, I can't get there in time. It's kind of the same thing. But what you're really saying is, any way I try, I'm not gonna be able to get there in time. Can I have your sweatshirt? It doesn't fit you anyway. Anyway can also mean despite. So an example of this would be, I didn't need the money, but I took the job anyway. Or you knew what was going to happen and you did it anyway. Anyway, singular, makes so much sense if you think about it. Never anyways. Number 5 is affect and effect. These sound very similar when you say them, but writing them is when it gets a little trickier. Effect is a noun, so cause and effect is always going to be with an E, an effect of the medication or the positive effects of exercise. Affect with an A is almost always a verb. Exercising positively affects my mood. That would be with an A. Or cold temperatures affect my garden. That's with an A. So verb with an A, noun with an E. Let's go with one more example of effect and affect that shows how nuanced the difference can be sometimes. Liza's leadership positively affects our team. Her leadership is doing something to the team. So that's a verb, so that's A. If I said Liza's leadership has many positive effects on our team, effects is a noun, that would be with an E. So those sentences mean almost the same thing, but you're using the noun form or the verb form. Okay, we've got a couple runners up, and I want that to be one of them in this lesson because it's not runner-ups, it's runners up, that I wanted to go through. Literally. We use the word literally incorrectly a lot because we use it to show exaggeration. I literally am dying laughing at the meme you said. You're not literally dying, hopefully. You're not literally rolling on the floor laughing. literally means without exaggeration. So literally there are billions of stars in the sky. That's true because there literally are, but that's the only way that we should be using literally. Irregardless, y'all, it's not a word. Thanks to Mean Girls, people have started saying irregardless when really you just mean regardless. Factoid. Factoid actually means a false fact, not a trivial piece of information or a small fact. So factoid is incorrect, not a fact. I hope this helped. I hope you will go revisit the other Grammar Girl episodes if you haven't watched them yet. There are a lot on our YouTube channel. And of course, the articles on styleblueprint.com. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.